For 460 days, the world believed the fire in Lebanon had been put out. The 2024 ceasefire wasn't just a piece of paper, it was supposed to be the end to the ring of fire. But on March 2nd, 2026, at 1:30 a.m., that illusion evaporated. Not with a whimper, but with a massive rocket barrage targeting a missile defense site south of Haifa. This isn't just another border scrap. This is the fallout of Operation Epic Fury, the U.S. and Israeli joint strike that just killed the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei. Hezbollah had a choice: honor the truce that kept Lebanon from collapsing, or avenge their benefactor in Tehran. They chose vengeance. And within 48 hours, the IDF responded with a fury we haven't seen in 20 years. Today, we're breaking down the three layers of this war that the mainstream news is missing. One, the secret ghost war that never actually stopped. Two, the reasons the Lebanese government just did something unprecedented, banning Hezbollah. And three, the terrifying reality. To understand why March 2026 is so violent, you have to understand that the 2024 piece was a lie. Between November 2024 and last week, the UN recorded over 10,000 violations. Israel never truly left. They occupied 5 strategic hilltops. They ran near daily drone strikes in the Bekaa Valley. Why? Because Hezbollah never moved north of the Litani River. They stayed, they rebuilt, they waited. Hezbollah's leader, Naim Qassem, recently said their patience ran out. He claimed they lost 500 martyrs during the ceasefire. But here's the kicker. On February 28th, the U.S. and Israel struck Tehran. The head of the snake was hit. For Hezbollah, the ceasefire became irrelevant. They are no longer fighting for Lebanon. They are fighting for the survival of the Iranian axis. March 2nd, 2026 was the turning point. The IDF didn't just hit rocket launchers, they went for the brain. They confirmed the death of Hezbollah's intelligence chief, Hussein Makhled. But then the story took a weird turn. Usually, when Israel hits Lebanon, the Lebanese government complains to the UN. Not this time. Prime Minister Nawaf Salam did something no Lebanese leader has dared to do in 40 years. He called Hezbollah's actions irresponsible. He issued a total ban on their military activity. He ordered them to surrender their weapons to the National Army. Let that sink in. This is the story within the story. Lebanon, a country in a coma, and its own government just tried to pull the plug on a militia that effectively runs the place. Is this a brave stand for sovereignty or the start of a Lebanese civil war? As I record this, Israeli ground forces have crossed the border. They have entered Kfar Kila. They are pushing toward Kiam. If you are watching the footage of tanks moving across the dirt, you are seeing the buffer zone strategy in real time. Israel's goal isn't to take Beirut, it's to make the south of Lebanon uninhabitable for Hezbollah. But there's a cost. 80,000 people have been displaced in just 3 days. Schools in Beirut are turning into shelters again. The 15 months of quiet was just a breather before the deepest dive into chaos yet. So, what is the max death take here? We are witnessing the end of the proxy era. For decades, Iran used Hezbollah as a shield. Now that the US and Israel have struck Iran directly, the shield is being shattered. If Hezbollah loses its grip on the South and the Lebanese government actually follows through on disarming them, then the Middle East will look completely different by the end of 2026. But if they dig in, if they turn this into a war of attrition, Lebanon as a state might not survive the year. The war, the war of choice has begun. And this time, there is no ceasefire waiting in the wings.